is one of those
boost your speakers around. You can only listen to us on our channels on YouTube. It's Overt Radio, and on Instagram we also have it, Overt News. Okay. On Instagram we have Overt News. On Facebook, Overt News. On X, formerly Twitter, we have Overt News NG. At TikTok, we have Overt News TV. And on YouTube, it's Overt Radio. So you just search on those handles on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and YouTube, and you can stream us or you can see us via those platforms. You can also stream, of course, if you have the time, and then let's enjoy this together. You can also call us on 0707 0707 So those are the phone lines for you to call and also hear your opinion on any of the issues you're talking about. Is it a Champions League? Is it a traffic situation before you go home, or is it any of the news items I just read out for you just before we went on that break? Of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, I promised I was going to give you results coming in from the Champions League. And today was the Champions League night, and of course, we still have games going on. And of course, there are games that have been played, and it's full time already. And I was giving you the updates between Real Madrid and Kyra Amate. And now let's break this down. Real Madrid, as stated earlier before we went on that break, they scored in their first goal in the 25th minute by Kylian Mbappe, and it went down 1-0 before halftime. And after halftime, Kairat Amate player Gromkio was booked in the 48th minute. And in the 52nd minute, Kylian Mbappe made it two after a Thibaut Courtois assist came in the 52nd minute. And of course, in the 55th minute, Arad, was given another card. And in the 73rd minute, Kylian Mbappe made it 3-0. Of course, Adagula was the one who provided the assist. And in the 83rd minute, it was 4. Edward Camavinga also, making it into the scorer sheet as Rodrigo was the provider. And just before we say Jack Robinson and thought that the game was over, now Diaz came up and made it 5-0 in the 90 plus 3 minutes added additional time. And of course, Real Madrid went home winners from that encounter, 5 goals to 0. Of course, elsewhere, it is still ongoing in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid is slugging it out with Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany. And of course, they are 3 goals up already in that one. And of course, I don't know. They are currently in form right now, the Atletico guys, after dismantling Real Madrid over the weekend. They are now, extending that form in the game against Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany. They are currently leading 3 goals to 0 in that one. And of course, I'm trying to get the scorers of that one. It came in the first game, in the first 4th minute, where Raspadori made it 1-0, and Clement Langley was booked in the 14th minute. And of course, in the 33rd minute, Lenormand scored the second goal for Atletico Madrid. And of course, in the 46th minute, rather, fast 45 plus 1 minute, that's additional 1 minute for the half time. Antoine Griezmann made it 3-0, courtesy of Julian Alvarez, coming in that one to do the assist. All right. We also have other games going on in the Champions League. And um, Tottenham Hotspur are currently trailing by a goal to nil, and that game is still 53 minutes played. And Bodo Glimt, of course, they are 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur, who traveled away to that one. Chelsea, or after 53 minutes or 53 minutes or 53rd minute, 1-0 up against Benfica. And of course, who is the scorer of that particular goal? Of course, it was an own goal by the Benfica defender, or of course, defender Rios. And still in the Champions League, wow, this is very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Galatasaray at home are currently winning or defeating Liverpool by a goal to nil. Guess who the scorer is for Galatasaray? Of course, is our very own Victor Osimhen, who scored from the penalty spot to give Galatasaray a 1-0 lead in that one. Of course, Victor Osimhen coming off the injury sustained when Nigeria played Rwanda in Uyo. After that game, he was out, and now he's back into the Champions League. And after that injury layoff, he's come back with a bang, and he scored that penalty goal just to keep Galatasaray in that game. And the game is just 16 minutes young, and of course, rather it's 50 minutes young. We still have like 30, 20, 30, 40 minutes ahead for the game to come to an end. All right, we still have other games. Inter Milan are 2-0 up against Slavia Prague, and we also have Marseille, Olympic Marseille, defeating or currently winning or defeating Ajax of Amsterdam by 4 goals to nil, and Pafos FC currently trailing 1-4 against Bayern Munchen. And those are the games we have for you right there at the Champions League tonight. And of course, some of them are still going on. Two of them are done already. That game between Real Madrid and Kairat Almaty has ended. The game between Atalanta and Club Brugge has also ended. While the games between Atletico Madrid and Eintracht Frankfurt is 56 minutes long. And that of Bodo Glimt, of course, is 56 minutes long as well. While the rest games are also in the 50s. Of course, Chelsea, Benfica, Galatasaray, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Slavia Prague, and Marseille, Olympic Marseille, and Ajax Amsterdam. And of course, Pafos FC versus Bayern Munich. Those games are still on, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll be giving you all the updates as these games unfold, as the games continue to go on. Let's go on this break again. When we come back, the show continues. Don't go away.